Nigeria want to tell me they don't know where these people are? To the extent that those people they give guns and bullets are chasing villagers away. And Nigerian soldiers are not there because they want to conquer Biafra. Because they want to destroy Southeast. They want to destroy the people of God. They create different type of terrorists. To the extent that they allow the Hamas leader to come to Nigeria and speak in their podium. Because of what? Jihadis. Because of they want to conquer the people of God. Like what Sister Stella said, there is a lot of religion. Why is their own is the one cutting people's head? Why? But what baffles me that the world is listening to, is seeing everything happen in Nigeria. They never banned them, they never prosecuted, they never do anything. The founder of Boko Haram, Go Shitima, went to speak in their podium without no array, nothing. You know, the whole world, everything have turned upside down. Now, truth is now lies, while lies is not the truth. That's what I want everybody to understand. That is why when Nigeria bring propaganda, you bring propaganda. When they bring pure truth, you bring pure truth. Even when they bring lies, you bring lies too. Because they are the one killing and they are the one crying. Why are they crying? Because once you kill one of them, it pains them too much. It pains them too much. These terrorists, when you kill one of them, it pains them so much. But they want to kill you. They just want you to fold your hand. Let us conquer you, cut off your head, conquer you, and that is all. This is a new generation. The same thing they do. They will come to Israel, they will come and bomb. They will, when Israel come, they will begin to cry. The next thing, they will begin to carry children in their hand. The bomb landed here. Look at children are dying. You know, this one is doing. Is it not the same thing? Except only fool will go and listen to Nigeria. But to people that I am messing, Abraham Nemetra Honda Fonja. Because hence we have finally blocked them here. All those people they want to pack to, even as I'm talking to you now, they have making another way to put them in Afonja's land. Some of them in part of Benin. As I'm talking to you, I saw. This is the people Abraham Nemetra because they will still come for they will run to our land. Hmm. I said this a long time ago. You see, these people they want to display. These people they must bring it to Europe. It's Yoruba land they are going to receive them now, and some of them will be in Benin because they are looking for anywhere. Those people must be close to us. They can use it for attack. In Nigeria, you are supporting Nigeria since I was born, almost 40. I'm 40. I never see anything good. When you have Nigeria passport, it be as if somebody that even have cocaine drug is better than you. You come to anywhere. When I remember when we are eating aduro in abroad here, they will take your passport. And immediately they take your passport, they will scan it from computer to computer, from computer to computer. They will hold the passport until the maybe they want to deport the person, they will deport the person. If they want to leave you, until the day they will give you their paper, they will not give you their passport, the Nigeria passport. The same Nigeria. International, they made them know that everything is working well in Nigeria, while nothing is working well. When the people who come here to eat adro, they will tell them Nigeria is rich, Nigeria is good. Because of what? The money, all these shenanigan people floating in the social media. That's the only thing the international they will pick. They say there is a lot of money in Nigeria. People are very rich. Look at the country, the Lagos. This one, everywhere they are rich. Look at the money. I saw these ones, the houses. This is what they used to say here. Nigeria is a very rich place. When you discuss with any of them here, they will tell you it's a very rich place. Things is working well. While they all are deceived, they are deceiving people. Tell me what is happening here. They are the one killing people, cutting people's head. What is the reason why Mazen Nandikalu created security? Is he not in Anambra? I remember that woman, then go to his farm, cut off that woman, cut her part by part. Is it the other one? They place her head, they place a leg on her head, cut human being, seeing herself cutting her as the way they used to cut cow. Which one are we going to speak? Is it not the same useless Musa who went on just some weeks ago, almost wiped the whole village out? Are they not civilian? Is those people have guns and bullets? Is it not the same Nigeria who went to village, just kill innocent people who even walking in the street? Is it not the same Nigeria who carry gun, go to village, shooting inside people's house with a close range? You know, whenever I remember this country called Nigeria, I always ask myself question: how do we see ourselves in this mess? How do we come here? How did it happen? What happened? How do we see ourselves in this mess? What brought us in this place? Are there no human beings that are resistant? How? How? With the nomadic people, different food, different mentality, different life, different everything, nothing connect us with these people. How do we see ourselves with these people? To the extent we are now in the crying time, crying how to survive. We are not looking for way to rescue ourselves. We are not looking for way to survive. We are not looking for where to run to. We are not looking for how to remove ourselves in this bondage. How do we manage to this extent? These people have eaten deep into us. How? How what happened? Only mere ihe ọ ga-adịrị ya mma o. The people who put us in this mess, he can never, his generation, ọ ga-adịrị ha na mma n'elu ụwa. You are from Igbo land, you are from Southeast, you are still carrying gun to protect Nigeria. Your road is tigligegbu onye ahụ n'isi. The people, you will never see road to shoot that gun. Darkness must surely cover your eyes. You have gun to protect Nigeria, to kill your fellow human being. There is no other internal war. This is country by country. and they give you gun to go and kill your fellow human being, your brother, to protect one country. Aye. Even in your spiritual life, the ancestors will continue flogging you all the days of your life. Can never be well with whosoever that carry gun to go and shoot, to go and help nomadic people to conquer their own brother and sister. Asari Dokubo Demo, all gonna like this. Ero ga-epu ya n'ishi. Ishi, all guy no handle like this. Ishi ya na-ere. He will look for death, he will not see. He will look for life, he will never see. All of them who say that they are supporting this problem we are facing to serve humanity, you support them to keep one Nigeria because of your selfish interest. It regards all of them n'anya. Ero go put her and Ishaga hand on land like this. Onye nwụrụ anwụ aka ha mma. From this day, you support to destroy your fellow human being. The people of God. People are running helter scatter. You wipe away village and looking for where to put them. And the same land you say there is insecurity. Simon have destroyed Southeast. Is there is insecurity? There is insecurity. Is the same place you want to bring the people you call displaced people. People you chase away from their own land. You give terrorists information. The people who still believe in God, who still going to church, you will go and give them information. They will go and chase them away. You put them one place, you call them IDP camp. Now you want to bring it to the southeast. Well, there is no problem. There is no problem. Anybody listening to all these jargons, Musa is saying that person must surely pay with his generation. That person must surely pay. For this suffer, people are suffering. Looking for her life. Looking for where to run to. Innocent people who don't even know what to do. You chase them out of the same small land. Even in the Paco house they are living. You go there, you wipe away because you want to take over their land. There is no problem. God bless you all, my brothers. God bless everyone. Thank you. I love you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your speech. Thank you. One thing is rest assured that Pakuga Kanatipa Brgie, Frank, I know you're there. I know you're there. So as Musa is busy crying on national television, moving from one television station to another, try to create awareness, try to cry so loud. Prime Minister and the government are busy building more forces. Today, Biafra border guard has been launched. That is to show the zoo never had, the zoo don't have a border guard. They don't even have, because they are not a complete government. Their regime is not a full democratic regime. Zoo is practicing authoritative regime or system of government. But we Biafrans are the people that will practice full democracy, freedom of everything. Now we have Biafra border guard to tell you, because it's not the military people, it's not the army that guides the border. They are after the war when things become too dangerous. You see them, they defend the territorial integrity of the country. We know what it is. This is a country that know what the system is. I'm so happy today for the rest of the Fulanis and whatever they have in the bush is a pure obituary to them. Pure obituary. Today they will be transiting from this earth to the great beyond. They will not tell them how it's gonna be, because already they know what it is by we having Biafra Liberation Army, how capable the army are. and how capable the resistance fighters are. So the same thing is going to be applicable to the Biafra border guard. We don't raise incapable armies or forces. What we raise is some people, forces that are very capable in all aspects of military wings. We big shout to all of them today as it's being launched. Safe. We have safeguarded our community, we have safeguarded our territory, we have safeguarded our counties, we have safeguarded our states. Soon it will spread to the 40 states of Biafra. Let's see where they will end up. Let's see if they like. Let them stay near their so-called oneness country. Afranjas, they will not penetrate. They will just be looking from afar. If they throw stone from there, we throw bomb. We're equal to the tax. Thank you. Frank, please come on board. Unmute yourself, sir.
All right. Great Biafrans, warriors of our generation. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone and where you are spacing from. I appreciate you all. I start from our host, our own sister, Sister Stella. We appreciate you for doing this always. Brian Williams, thank you, brother, for all you are doing for Biafra people. Thank you, everyone. I will try to mention the names of everybody here, will I? Let's go there. Simon Izuchukwu, thank you, brother, for your submission. Our Honorable Mr. Snow, brother, appreciate you. You are here on stage. Thank you for being around. HP, my own Helen Peters, direct. I appreciate you for always being there. Our Honorable Emeka Oragu, thank you, my special brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for what you're doing. My sister Obi Chicago, I dey see you wutu. I appreciate you, my sister. We have gallant men and women here. Rooney, the big boy, you are here. I appreciate you, brother. My own brother, Honorable Otunwa Mwanya, the watchdog. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Sir Williams, my own brother. Thank you, Rage and Fury. We are here with Rage and Fury and IGW Obiadewa this generation. Looking at what Nigeria has done to Biafra, no Biafran person will say he or she is happy with Nigeria. Our generation is so angry. We are not happy. We don't have joy. Please, if I did not mention your name, just know that you are cherished. You are loved. Please, I acknowledge each and every one of us here. You are special people. You are so peculiar. It takes a great heart to do what we are doing today. And history will remember us all. So we must keep our hands, our fingers across, remain so resolute, so strong to the final whistle. Our leader in dungeon has never relented. He has never succumbed. He has never accepted any defeat. For the past years, they have locked him in the dark cell. where they kept him, a king of Africa. It's a big slap on our faces, but Nigeria is still receiving it very hot for that singular act, for kidnapping our innocent leader who did nothing against the law known to every man. But Nigeria damned the consequences and still held him behind the bars. The payback, they are getting it in a very hot, in a very hot manner. Today I made a post. The one retired police officer, Solomon Arase, he was begging the southeast to stop killing policemen. I don't understand. He said gunmen. He begs gunmen to stop killing policemen in southeast. I don't just get his point. Solomon Arase, somebody should tag him. If you are tired of what you are seeing, tell the commissioner of police, the inspector general of police, whoever they are, to pull these terrorists out of our land. The people they killed, their brothers, their sisters, their parents are revenging. The people they killed because of 100 naira, 50 naira, they are the people giving them the payback. Take them out of our territories. We don't need them. We are civilized people. We are civilized people. Tell me, many of us here this minute, and those that will join us later, in your various countries of residence, tell me, when you see a policeman with AK-47, just pick up the mic and tell me. Where I am, I can only see policeman in today's Jeep, RAV4 or Nissan. You see policemen cruising with Ferrari, one passenger and one driver. These are policemen cruising with Bugatti, cruising with 5-speed cars. You don't see them with AK-47. And everywhere is safe. If you commit crime, next thing you will hear on your door is papa. You will be picked up. We are civilized. Take these terrorists away from our land. We don't need them. They are not there for the security of the land. They are there to extort our people, kidnap our people, go to various cells in Biafra territory. It's like where they are training pig, smelling. If you are detained in any cell, any day they bail you, the smell of that cell will remain in your body for 1 week. No, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not just fixing it. I'm not just making it up. We want all these things to be changed in our territories. We are civilized people. Solomon Arase, we know your record when you was serving as a police inspector. When you served, we knew your conduct. Is it because you are still alive? The people you killed, their people have not dealt with you. That's why you are talking trash. Our land must be safe. Let's talk about Musa. Musa is just It's just a cry, 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 baby. They are all crying because we say enough is enough. You don't come and kill our people and get away with it. Well, I must say kudos to our Prime Minister, who knows the value of citizens. I say kudos to the entire cabinet, the ministers, the decision makers, whatever the idea every one of you are bringing, we on the media, in fact, the right time for Biafra to come is now. And that is why we have sophisticated ladies and gentlemen. Come in the media, we have taken over everywhere. Go to TikTok, we are there. My sister Obi Chicago is there dealing with them. Come to YouTube, she's there. Many people. Honorable Go 247 is there. Honorable Van 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 is there. Honorable Adandembo Nandiegede is there. We have all we need in this generation to make sure our dream is a reality. Is it on Facebook? We are there. Instagram, we did there. Is it on this X? This is our head office. No matter the trash they come up with, we will tie it and put it in a waste bin because that is where it belongs. This is not the time they will come and tell us that elephant is flying. Elephant is not flying any longer because our generation are here. Elephant cannot fly any longer. Never. Not when we are alive. And this is why they jealous us. This is why they want us to be killed. This is why they want our heads at the platter of gold. What do we do? What is our offense? Because we seek for freedom. We fight for freedom. We fight for the betterment of our generation to come. This is what the politicians, the criminal politicians have not done for decades. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. Whether we live or not is not their business. Their own is to collect that allocation money, embezzle that contract money, embezzle that whatever money given to them for the people, they will pocket it, enjoy their life with their girlfriend, their friends, their family members. Their children will grow up and start to rule our children. This is why we say no, enough of this nonsense. Because the appointed time has come. Because when God shall remember Biafra, it will be like a dream. What is happening today is like a dream. Even Nigeria terrorist states don't expect what they are getting from us today. Even on the media. We have scattered their fallacies and their propaganda, or their lies and deceits. We have exposed Nigeria to the world. We have exposed their weakness to the world. But December 2nd, December 2nd will be the final burial of Nigeria. December 2nd. And that date, you know, we don't know what that date is doing in Aso Rock. We don't know what that date is doing in number 10 Downing Street. We don't know what that date is doing in their parliament. What is happening underground is more powerful than what we are seeing on the media. Nigeria is gone. They themselves knows this. There is no mercantilism. And the time for Biafra is now. I pick up this mic just to say congratulations to every one of us. We must continue to rejoice. They are crying. It is their time to cry, while it is our time to rejoice. The worst part of it, there is no game they can play any longer, because whatever game they bring, we are 100 million miles away, and they will trample on that whatever nonsense shenanigan they come up with. We will destroy it. They will come up to plan another thing. We will destroy it. They will keep on planning. The story of Nigeria and Biafra is so heartbroken. We have suffered a lot. We have paid. In fact, in the history of freedom fight in this world, no nation have suffered the way Biafrans have suffered just to get freedom. But because we know the importance of freedom, because we know the value of freedom, that is why we never relent. And these people, because of their selfishness, their greed, their wickedness, their shallow-mindedness, they never care to ask themselves upon how we have killed these people. They keep fighting for this freedom. They never ask themselves this question, because if they ask themselves this question, they will have every right to answer the question by themselves. And that reason, we must continue to fight. We must fight, and fight until we are free. Because freedom is so important to our soul and body. We know what the freedom of Biafra people will do to the whole nation of the whole continent of Africa. I borrowed this word from our great Prime Minister. He said he will never leave this fight for our children unborn, our next generation. That he will fight and give freedom to our next generation. I am 49 years old today. Next year, I will be 50. Golden Jubilee. And these 49 years, none of these 49 years was celebrated with bread and butter. Ask me why. Because I was born in the contraption they called Nigeria. My father was not born in Nigeria. My great-grandparents was not born in Nigeria. And their life was good. Our children must not experience what we have experienced in Nigeria. I hit my mic. Thank you, everyone. Let's keep doing what we are doing in your little space. Do that, please. In monetary aspect of it, I mean, this time around, it is very important. We don't expect all these criminal billionaires in our territories to do it for us because Nigeria made them who they are. But with our 1 cent, $1, $10, $5, we will get there and our freedom is sure. Thank you, our host. Thank you, my co-host. I'm even a co-host too. I remember that I accepted the co-host. We did here. I appreciate you all. Our great honorable members, let's keep this fight on. We are freedom fighters. We should all remember this. We are not freedom beggars. We never beg for freedom. We fight for freedom. Thank you all. I hit my mic.
Thank you so much for that wonderful and beautiful speech of yours. That is a true Biafra speaking with passion on what he believes, on the country he has a 100% hope on. Like I always say, we don't have any other country beside Biafra. If Biafra dies, we all die. If Biafra lives, we all live. Because if Biafra did not come, what is the sense of life? You can see how it's being played today. I like the last one, 10 kobo, 5 kobo, $1. Oberenko, but Oberenko, Nukunko, but Nukunko. If you're big, give us big money. If you're small, give us the one you have. Today you have seen another military part of Biafra launched. It was not launched with speed. Neither was it launched with too much talk, or was it launched with makeups and whatever, face foundation, second foundation, and the lipstick and the rest, eyeshadows and eye pencils. No. Dollar went down. Ejema went down. Heavy ejema went down. The granite and walkie sticks they are using is being purchased by heavy ejema. So your little contribution will go a long way. It might even get 30 cartridge or a box of cartridge. So don't say this is too small. Bring it on board. It will tell more. So we wait for that. You can see how the zoo is crying. You can see how Musa is crying. To my greatest surprise today, Musa, I'm not surprised to see that Musa was fidgeting when the question was thrown on him. Frank, please help me bring meat to the speaker. Musa was crying today when something was thrown on him. If machineries are to be employed, he denied, because you know what it is. Calling machineries to the zoo is to go, it will be on that their so-called terrorist station, of which they don't want, because because they are the real champions of the terrorist people. They are their brothers and sisters. They are all one in brotherhood, and they all make money from that. So they don't need a foreign body to come and destabilize them in that area. So all they need is to bring companies that manufacture ammunition, so that they will gather that and go to destroy our Biafran people. But in Biafra, they will meet their Waterloo. In Biafra, they will all die. no matter the kind of foreign mercenary they're going to bring, they're going to meet their Waterloo in Biafra land, and that shall be their end. They will never make a headway. We are not only fighting this fight physically, the spirit is with us. The God of our forefathers, the EFIK-IBIBIO, the unseen God, he has been there for his people, making a way for them, protecting them, decimating every forces they brought before us, and blessing every granite and walking sticks, making it perfect and precise when it's being shot, bringing down the enemies and dismantling the walls of the enemies, putting confusion within their midst, and scattering them, making them not to agree to each other, keeping Musa crying 24 hours of the day, putting him in the state of 5, 6, and 7, in a state of confusional state. And that is why, and that is what he will continue to be. Nigeria is in a deep sea. They are confused. Gaba Gaba, Adroma, Urakuro, Adroma, Shiabazo, Adroma. This is what we have succeeded in making them. They don't know who to cry to. They don't know who to implore to. But whoever they like, let them implore to, we are waiting for them. The land belongs to us and to us alone. It will never swallow us. It will only swallow the visitors. Because Anama, Mankia, Anamumweha. That is one thing we assure them. Thank you. At this point, Mazi, what? Let me check. Madiala, unmute yourself and make a submission. For that, Frank, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so very much.
Okay, Frank,
Am I coming out?
wait. Just hold on. Frank, hold this for a while. Let me excuse myself. I'm gonna be back. Frank.
All right. You are free to do so. Yeah.
Madiana, make your submission.
Okay, thank you so very much. I'm very happy to be in you guys' midst, and I'm very glad that we are discussing something that is very sensitive like this. What I want to add is that, you see, anytime these people are telling you about like what Musa was saying, that talking about missiles and all that, you see, they are not going to use those things on those Fulani terrorists. They are not using it in the north. Whenever you see them crying and lamenting that they need more weapons, that they need missiles, they need bullet, they need this and that, it is Biafra land that they are coming. They are not going to the north. That is just the truth. But most people who feel that they are all Nigerians who are brainwashed, when they hear those things, they feel that, oh, yes, they are fighting, they are coming to save us, they are doing this, they are doing that. It's a lie. It's a cover-up, So, but the truth is, at least, thank God, everything has come to bear now, and our people are wiser, and they know what exactly is cooking. So, and today, Shetima went to Enugu State today. Now that their job in Imo State did not hold, he has rushed to Enugu State. Nobody knows what he went there to do. Nobody knows. So we need to keep our ears on ground. I pray that our Prime Minister will definitely, I know he knows what he's doing. We will still hear the scores later of what he went there to do. But I know that Mba is a stooge, and he is definitely going to do whatever they want him to do. So we need to be alert, because they are trying everything they can, during this period, just to see how they can get into our midst to do whatever they want to do. But they have failed. They have failed woefully, and God will not allow them. So anyhow, anybody, whatever you have, I know that we are doing our best. We are trying, but we need to do more, because this is now actually, we are getting to the peak of this fight. And this is not the time to back down. This is not the time to relent. This is actually the time we need to encourage one another to do the needful. Because I must tell you, if I give you my history in the zoo, you won't, in fact, you will cry. So I've had a lot of disappointments, a lot of friction. I worked with zoo military before, before they finally dealt with me. and I pulled out, you know. So everybody should do whatever thing that is necessary so that we can be able to get out of this quagmire. This is a once and for all fight, and this is the end. And I know that we have come to the end of this whole unholy marriage, you know, and I believe Chukwu Abiyama will definitely help us to win this fight. I yield my mic. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, our brother Mazi Wadiala. Thank you for your submission. Great Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Our generation no get joy. We no get joy. We no get joy. We no get joy. And Nigeria must continue to pay for the atrocities they have committed against Biafra people. They must pay, 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 and pay. And their name will be called Paymaster. They did this to our parents and our great-grandparents. Nobody was able to stand them. Nobody was able to fight for the injustices meted against the Biafra people. Ojukwu tried in his own way as the military he was. Spent all the money his father left for him just to make sure he gets justice for his people. But they betrayed him. The money mongers, the lovers of money, they jeopardized his efforts. But we are here today, and our Prime Minister is doing amazing. In fact, he is doing marvelously well with the little resources we have acquired, what Nigeria at their 64 years have not acquired. With our little resources, our Prime Minister and his cabinets have taken Biafra liberation to the greatest height in the history of freedom fight. That's why I call him the greatest freedom fighter we have today in Africa, if not in the world. Anybody can check out all the freedom fighters, read about them, study stories about them, and come up with your arguments. Then I will tell you why our Prime Minister is the greatest living, the greatest freedom fighter living today. Come up with your arguments. We will tell you. We will tell you. And if you think it is easy to fight the criminals from our territories, the politicians from our territories, these guys are demons from their lowest to their highest. I mean, from the councillor to in fact, to governor. They are all bandits. Then this young man tied all of them, put inside one cage, closed them. He took it up to federal. He made Nigeria useless. All the powers of the political criminals in our territories. We have removed it from them. Tell me the greatness that is above this. Not only fighting Nigeria, our government is fighting Nigeria and their friends who has demonic mindset like them. For their own self-interest. For their selfish interest, not for the betterment of the country. So-called country. Honorable MID, you are here. We appreciate your presence. You have the mic, sir.
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and lovers of freedom. Welcome back to this evening rendezvous. Very, very nice. I greet Biafrans, especially of this space for the interests of the Biafran people. You know yourself, so at the same way I greet our Honorable Prime Minister, the Guru One of Biafra, the mathematics and the enigma of the zoo. And I greet undoubtedly His Excellency, the Supreme Leader of this noble government, His Excellency Nnamdi Kanu, who is unfortunately under an illegal detention by the DSS. I greet at the same way the honorable members and the ministers of this holy gospel here present, and the one that will come later. Biafran people in general, those that are listening to this transmission, are highly eulogized and appreciated for them having understood the importance of freedom. Just to give what you call socio-political homage in honor or with regards to what we are discussing today. We say who are the civilians and who are the military. Yeah, and the Nigeria kill Igbo people. That's very correct. That's very correct. And unfortunately, military supposed to be the protectors of life, property, and territorial integrity, especially territorial integrity, you know, from external aggression of citizens. Etymologically, the military supposed to be that particular spectrum of the law enforcement that's supposed to oversee the protection of its citizens. It's supposed to be more calm than any other force. The military is supposed to be proactive only against the external aggressors. That is the way it's supposed to be. But for the fact that the colonialists did not want our people to understand the meaning of citizenship, they therefore continue using that method that they used to apply during the colonial time, and which is the fact that military people or police do secure the colonialists and the colonial masters so that nothing will happen to them. They do maim their supposedly civilians instead of protecting them. So that mentality is being continued under one Nigeria. But the government of Biafra had already made it very clear that under Biafra or in Biafra, the military is going to be highly disciplined because the education of a military personnel is very, very important, because we're going to follow the principle of what you call rule of engagement. And it is not far from here. So that is that. But what I wanted to say this evening to give us an homage is from a declassified document, just for us to see the way leaders do relate to their people, the preoccupation of leaders. And I would like that to happen from, the archive, historical archive of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, one of those icons from the United States of America, one of the proposers of the United Nations organization, because it was during this period that United Nations organization was formed, when he wrote to the Congress. And I want us to listen, because I got it from the declassified document from the museum. So it talks about the 4 freedoms, because why I choose to talk about this today is because currently we are talking about our own freedom. We use the example from America to set our own. So from the historical archive, precisely from the library of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the President of the United States of America in 1941. He says, our documents, the 4 freedoms. What are the 4 freedoms? They are freedom of speech, 2, freedom of worship, 3, freedom from want, 4, freedom from fear. Let's go forward. Here, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt gave an annual address to the Congress of the United States of America, January 6, 1941. Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, members of the 77th Congress, I address you, the members of the 77th Congress, at a moment unprecedented in the history of this union. I use the word unprecedented because at no previous time has American security been as seriously threatened from without as it is today. Brothers and sisters, I want us to digress this particular paragraph. He said, I address you, the members of the 77th Congress. I means the president, addressing the members of the 77th Congress at a moment unprecedented in the history of the Union of America. This is to tell you the level of responsibility that the president is supposed to have towards its own people. He said, I use the word unprecedented because at no previous time has American security been as seriously threatened from without as it is today. So, problem of security. And he took it to himself and he came at the hallowed chamber to address the union, which are represented by these members. He said, since the permanent formation of our government under the Constitution in 1789, most of the periods of crisis in our history have related to our domestic affairs, has related to our domestic affairs. This is to show you the high level of responsibility of presidents and knowing the history. He started making reference from 1789, which was when America succeeded in writing its constitution. He said, fortunately, only one of these, the 4-year war between the states, ever threatened our national unity, which means that immediately 4 years immediately after this constitution succeeded, there were internal war that threatened the unity. He said, today, thank God, 130 million Americans in 48 states have forgotten points of the compass in our national unity. Paragraph 3. It is true that prior to 1914, can somebody remember something from here? It is true that prior to 1914, the United States often had been disturbed by events in other continents. We had even engaged in 2 wars with European unions and in a number of undeclared wars in the West Indies, in the Mediterranean and in the Pacific for the maintenance of American rights and for the principles of peaceful commerce. But in no case had serious threat been raised against our national safety or our continued independence. What I seek to convey in the historic truth that the United States as a nation has at all times maintained clear, definite opposition to any attempt to lock us in behind an ancient Chinese, an ancient while the procession of civilization went past. Today, thinking of our children and of their children, we oppose enforced isolation for ourselves or for any other part of the Americas. Let me stop here. If you can compare this kind of speech with any speech of any president from Africa, you will see that there is no comparison. Because first of all, he started with the national policy, the history, the interests of the people, and their international relations. It was during this period that America had this particular, address to the Congress, that the Charter of the United Nations, those groups that wrote the Charter of the United Nations, went and started doing their work in a place known as Bretton Woods or San Francisco. That is the following year, which was 1942, that they started that background work in order to making sure that America becomes the game changer. And that always makes the difference. So, brothers and sisters, the level we are today is going to spell how Africa is going to relate with the rest of the world in the nearest future, because the position of Biafra is going to mean a lot in West Africa, because we have all both human resources and natural resources embedded within us and within our territory. But what is left for us to do now is to start organizing ourselves by taking those advanced nations and putting it in practice during our own time. America does not have 2 heads, just like Israel doesn't have 2 heads, because in the other space, somebody was saying, are you trying to tell us that when Biafra comes, Biafra will be like the United States, will be strong like the United States?
Can anybody hear MID? Because I'm not hearing him again. Please, if you can hear him, can you thumbs up? All right, we want to welcome the presence of our brother Jidewa. Jidewa, we acknowledge your presence. You're welcome, brother. To those that I have not acknowledged their presence, if you are just joining us, I appreciate you for coming around. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is where we belong. This is where we fellowship. This is where we tell our people the hidden truth that Nigeria don't want them to know. I appreciate you all. Jidewa, I have approved your mic and you are still in the listening section. What's going on? Can you please still? All right. You are welcome to the mic, my brother Jidewa. You are welcome, my brother. You have the mic while we wait for MID.
Just give me like a 2 minutes. Let me get to the car because I'm preparing to go to work. Just 2
All
minutes,
right.
please. Thanks.
All right.
Thank you, Frank. Can you hear me? Mr. Frank, are you there? Brian, salute everyone once more. DJ what? I salute you. Open one mind. Salute you. Can you guys hear me? Can somebody hear me? Are we on that? Tina, can you hear me? Tina, can you hear me? Frank, can you hear me?
I think we are not hearing anything. Can you guys hear?
Frank, we can hear me. No, what's brought down this place?
Do you guys want me to off it?
Frank, we can hear me.
Yes, Sister Stella, I can hear you, but you are not louder.
Ah,
Yeah. Are you speaking with your headphone?
no, it's just platform, but it's no problem. I'm managing it. Can you hear me now better?
It's better now. It's better now. Speak now. Speak now again.
Okay.
Right.
Can you hear
I
me?
get it right now. You're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome now.
So I salute everyone now.
Dimbe,
Thank you for the work you're doing
di-
now. I salute you, Frank.
dimbe, go.
Okay, well,
Hey,
me check.
ya no dia na
Me check. Kwano.
ọkwata mbe
Originally, any
mbe
chaven.
anụnwa must be
Okoro niile nọ na space a.
mbe adịghị
Unu eje
eghe
na-eme
mbe
unu yiri.
adịghị eghe but anyị nwebụ ndị okokporo niile n'ebe a taa ga-echegide mbe atiri orie isi be ye ya nọdị na today ude ya
Na-atakịrịga n'ebe m nọ. Jekwenu je. Nọọsụ aka oguchacha nụ ntị anụ na ya. Jekwenu je. Jekwenu chọọ unu ya eri
mụnwa
o.
nwee isi
Ọ
mbe anụnwa
na-ejedetela anyị.
mụnwa nwere isi dị mbe oge ahụ anyị pere mpe ihe Nigeria na Biafra na-eje today oge ahụ anyị pere mpe Sister Stella just let me just put this thing now mgbe anyị pere mpe ndị okenye wee aghụghọ asị na mbe you get tortoise they tell you this tortoise is a very trickish animal ọkpọkọta ụmụ anụmanụ ndị ọzọ niile ọ sị ha omee bet na onye ọbụla arachagide ofe anụnwa ime ma na ọfụgo gị ụfụ that is the story between Nigeria terrorist government and our government. Since all these years they felt n'ọdeshi they pretended n'ọdeshi no nwere ihe na-eme nothing is happening. They keep on pretending as if they are ignoring us. But today, all of them are crying. That reminds me of mbe kpọkọta ụmụ niile.
Frank, sorry. sorry to cut you short. Can I speak now?
Okay.
Sorry for that, my brother, because I just get into the car. I don't camera PKM because of back and
I understand.
Last time
Take it.
I'm going to lose for it because of one of our programs.
No,
I thank everyone that's on our program tonight. Am I coming out clear? Because I'm not from the car stereo.
no, of course. Carry on. We are hearing you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. I greet everyone that's on our program on this morning, my time. Good morning from here, everyone. I thank our host, Stella. I can't be able to browse the phone at the moment because of obviously camera that's on the road and all that, because I'm driving at the moment to work. I thank our host, Stella, and our co-host, I believe, Frank, and whomever that's there, because I can't look at the phone. So